Aries, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for February 29th through March 6th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to click the link for more information because the signs are different. All right, Aries, so this week we've got a sort of mixed energy. We've got a lot going on. One very important transit over the weekend. The South Node is going to go over Chiron. So there's been a lot of this healing with our life path, and that's going to continue. But in this sense, I think in a more releasing sort of sense of the older energies. So let's go and look at this, building the picture of the week. Starting here on Monday and Tuesday, we do have Venus sextiling up to Saturn. And then after that, Venus sextiling up to Uranus. So Venus is getting some nice aspects here this early part of the week. So the key with this is that Venus has been in your 10th, and so I think enjoying maybe the career stuff, productive things, maybe meeting people through your career, public life for some of you. But all in all, I think just enjoying the more grounded, big picture, future-oriented stuff. And so that can be all quite maybe exciting here midweek with Uranus and quite grounding with Saturn. And you know, with Saturn in your 8th house, it's all about building things that are really meaningful to you. That's been the case. You know, you can't really move forward with Saturn in the 8th unless it's meaningful, whatever it is that you're building or structuring. So that could be specifically relating to your career, but you've got that positive energy to do so. So it could be productive in that sense. And with Uranus in your 12th house, this has been helping you gain more spiritual freedom, right? More presence, more ease, more relaxation by tapping into that true, unique self, which is Uranus. So that could be quite nice. And maybe something new and exciting with the relationships on a minor level, depending on your personal chart, maybe with values as well, or the material aspects of things also. Nice and grounded too, those areas with Saturn. So that's the first half of the week basically. And then as we go towards the weekend, we do have Mercury shifting into your 11th house, where you've had a lot of energy anyways. I think your focus, has been more on maybe the group stuff or the innovative aspects of life, maybe connecting with friends or tapping into your ideals, hopes and wishes maybe. That's been the Sun in your 11th house. Now you got Mercury shifting into here. So I think it could be a bit more mental. You know, maybe there's more communication happening within the organizations you're a part of or with friends, maybe more work in that level, like a more daily sort of energy about it. And I think you can just all in all over the next few weeks learn more, I think, about what your hopes, wishes are, and the more progressive aspects of your personality. So with that shift, we do have a few aspects over the weekend. We've got Mercury squaring up to Mars. So when it comes to that stuff, I think just taking it nice and slow, nice and grounded. With your ruler squaring up to Mercury, this is where I think you've had a lot of intent and perhaps a lot of motivation and drive to connect with your relationships lately, your one-to-one connections, or maybe just asserting yourself there more. That's been your ruler in that 7th. So with that, the square in particular, it's all about constructively implementing, bringing extra attention to the communications, bringing extra attention to your ideals and how to integrate that with your relationships and balance it. Because, you know, with these squares, it's all about integration and balance in that sense. Now, also over the weekend, the Sun is going to be squaring up to Saturn, so this is where we can sometimes feel a little bit inhibited when it comes to this area of life. So for you, your self-expression, more than likely, and this has been this, again, energy that you're gaining through these more innovative or progressive aspects of life. So it's good with Saturn in a square to be open to building it, be open to working on it, and again, integrating that deeper aspect of yourself with that self-expression as best as you can. And going into Sunday, the Sun does sextile up to Pluto. So this is actually quite nice. Maybe creating some positive change in this area, positive change with your self-expression. I feel like going into next week, especially with the Sun lifting up from that square from Saturn, it just, I think, becomes this new shift in the way you express yourself. Maybe this new shift in terms of this outlook on these ideals and bigger picture things. Now let's go ahead and get to the major aspect of the week, which is going to be on the weekend. The South Node is going to be going over Chiron. And this is significant for two reasons. One, Chiron, these are both very slow-moving planets, so it makes it collectively very important. And the other thing is that the South Node is going into Aquarius, so it's shifting into this new direction, and that's been coinciding with this new life path that's been shifting for you to express yourself and to tap into that passion, that creativity, that true self of yours. So the key with this is that there's some healing, and it's been a healing week last week too. And that's still continuing, but this is more about releasing the older energies. Okay, this is about old ideas, old insights, about spirituality perhaps, about hiding away any over or under extremes of your 12th house, right? Wanting too much of that alone time or not enough. Finding the balance. And the key with this is that it's all about, with Chiron, learning more about it. Okay, but the South Node is, more about being receptive to it. So it's this kind of dual nature where I think just wanting to learn more in a sort of spiritual sense, in a non-conceptual sense, and do whatever healing might be necessary in terms of where you feel like there might need to be some things let go of from your perspective in order to move into this new direction much more consciously, much more healthfully with the North Node in your 5th. So it's not about letting go of everything 12th house, but letting go of everything that's unhealthy with it, such as the over-under extremes of spirituality, of alone time, of receptivity, wanting to merge, wanting to meld with all that is. Okay, and that's going to be a new area of healing for you too, with Chiron shifting into Pisces now, and so that's going to be an ongoing transformational area for you for the next coming years. All right, Aries, so have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week. Take care.